All right, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for tuning in here today. I'm going to be starting a new series, checking out local business owners here in Orlando that have been impacted by this whole COVID situation. And I'm going to check in here with my friend, Lee Gonzalez. He is a master of many trades, but first of all, I'm going to talk a little bit about his really awesome comedy gig that he's been working on. Thank you for stopping in today, Lee, and joining me.
Hey, what's going on?
So I think I was telling you beforehand, I know you've been taking the time and doing a little more video work since comedy and all the in-person events have kind of been put on hold here for a bit. Your videos, by the way, are super, super funny if people are not.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you're welcome. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your comedy experience, kind of what you've been doing with that. I know you've had, prior to this, a lot of gigs throughout Orlando, some really cool stuff that I've seen through social media.
Okay, yeah, cool. First off, thanks for having me. Now you call me Lee, right? You said Lee?
Yes.
And so that's my middle name, but my first name is actually Kermit. Okay. So, and a lot of people know me by Kermit now. So, but it's weird. So I have like a comedy life, and then I have like a karate MMA life.
Sure.
And the karate MMA life knows me as Lee, and then the comedy life knows me as Kermit. Okay. So it's always kind of weird when people call me like, "Hey, Lee," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's my name." Like, or I'll be at an MMA thing and they're like, "Kermit," I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's right." Like I just kind of like flip a switch. Yep. But yeah, so I am a martial arts school owner. I've been running a school in Winter Garden for about 15 years. I want to say 16 now. It's a family business. It's me, my father, and my sister. And we've been doing it like that for 15 years. And I myself have over 20 years of martial arts training / knowledge. And then combined with my father and my sister's like over like whatever X amount of years of training between the three of us. Wow. Besides that, you know, I do stand-up comedy. I consider myself a comedian now, so I've been doing it for 7 years. Nice. I consider myself an Orlando comedian. Been doing it for 7 years. I have my own, well, at the time, it was the most popular open mic on a Monday night downtown Orlando. Right now, it's at a standstill. And then I also work with the Orlando Improv, and I do other promos, and like I help out, and I host for them. I do guest spots, and you know, I just kind of just do the social media with them. And those are my main jobs. And then sideline, DJing and and graphic designer and video editing. I picked that up as a trade.
Nice. Yeah, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I just want to do stuff where it's like anything that's like, man, that's really stupid, but you're getting paid for it. Like that's what I wanted to do. Like that's the only jobs I want. Like anything, like people go, that's a dumb job. I'm like, I know, but I get paid. Like, oh, all right. So that's where I'm at right in my life.
I mean, you're having fun too, right?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I was.
I mean, when it happens, yeah.
Yeah. We'll see what happens with the virus. So.
So yeah, like I know you touched on your graphic design right there, and it looks like you're kind of intertwining that with the comedy aspect in a couple of those videos that I've seen of yours recently. How did you kind of work on incorporating those? That just kind of happen like default, or?
Well, I'm not like, there's so many different avenues now with it being comedy now, and like the huge thing is like TikTok, and then like people doing like music parodies and being really original and doing tricks with the camera tricks and all that. I mean, that level has stepped up, but I'd always been doing Photoshop, you know, back in the day, and I'd known this stuff. And I self-taught myself, you know, through YouTube, and you know, I didn't take any classes. I just learned from people asking questions. But yeah, it just kind of like, I guess now you see a lot more of it from me because I have no job. You know, it's like, almost like, oh wow, you're doing a lot, and I'm like, I got nothing else to do. I just eat, sleep, maybe work out, and then so, you know, yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's the only reason. But I like it, and that's just one of those things. That's just kind of a trade.
Yeah, I think you're putting out some great products with it.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah,
Thanks.
you're welcome. I know I checked out, you talked about it, the open mic that you had going on Monday nights.
I still have it as of right now. It's
Well,
not
I
happening.
mean, it's like
I haven't gotten
yeah.
fired yet. Yeah.
So in preparation for whenever we can return to some normalcy, those that have not checked it out before, do you want to kind of talk about that a little bit, what it's about, kind of what do you have going
Yeah, man. It is the second longest running open mic in Orlando.
on?
The first one is called the Austin's. It's at Winter Park. It's a coffee shop.
Okay.
And they've been running the longest open mic comedy, and they do it on Sunday nights. I do mine on Monday nights in the heart of Orlando, downtown on Wall Street. And it used to be called The Other Bar. Now it's called Kevin O'Ryan's. So it's a Puerto Rican running an Irish bar. So yay! So the owner changed the name, but it's cool. And it's just funny how this all like happened. It was going really well. Like it was like my first year running it. When I first started comedy 7 years ago, that was my first open mic. I automatically said in my head, I was like, I want this bar. I just saw how like the community was and the comedy community, and how like how people were just like kind of like there's no egos, and like everyone's just kind of having fun and chilling and making jokes and making fun of each other, and that's the kind of lifestyle I grew up on, and I wanted it. And then 6 years ago, and then I got it, and then I get to run it for 1 year. Not even. I don't even think I've run it for 1 year. Within the 1 year, I got knocked down by coronavirus, and like my anniversary was on when was my anniversary running of the year? I think it was like in January or February. No, March Madness. That's right. March Madness was my anniversary. We were gonna do a big old comedy, and I had like famous comedians coming out and hanging out. Nope. So yeah, man, it's just a shut down, and it's pretty much it's the gym for comedians. We go there, we practice our jokes, and you get to see like headliners and like touring comedians for free that you will probably go to improv and spend like $20, $30 and watch them, and you get to see all the material for free. So it was cool. But
awesome concept. Yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate with a I don't want to say competitor, but something comes out of the blue that you can't even see and knocks you out a little bit there.
You know what though? All right, this sounds really bad. I'm not glad this happened.
Yeah.
Not at all. But I am glad on that break, that this month break, the 6 months, 7 weeks or whatever, 8 weeks break, and it has make and break people, and on a comedian level, and people that are just naturally gifted and talented, it shows when they put it on the internet now. Mm-hmm. So it made people like, if you guys really want to stay in the loop of the entertainment business, let's see what you got. And I think everyone started like kind of like grasping towards that, mm-hmm. So it was very cool to see a lot of like local comedians and local artists, tap into their talent. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you have a friend, all of a sudden, like my friend, like there's a friend of mine, his name's Charlie Bowie. He's a talented artist. I never knew. And then he just started painting, and it's like, wow, dude, those are like really good painting. Yeah. I want one now. So it's just like one of those things where it's like he has the time, because we're not like so wrapped up in like that fast-paced life anymore. Mm-hmm. For now. So I don't know. But,
like an opportunity to up your game a little bit and refocus.
Dude, it really was. This was the hard reset I think people really needed to like get their life in check. Like, look, this is your world, and if you're not going to take care of yourself, healthy wise, and and you being in the medical field, firsthand.
Oh yeah.
The unhealthy people are the ones getting screwed right now, and now it was like a reality check. Like, oh, crap. So when that goes into like the whole fitness and karate, MMA stuff,
Yeah. Why don't we talk about that a little bit? I mean, you opened up with that. I've been in the studio before, and I've worked with you. Talked to your father a little bit about it. You guys have, well, probably not right now, but you had a really good thing going there. I know you work with a lot of children as well over on the west side of town, Winter Garden area.
Yeah, but we didn't roll over our back and just die out. We're doing online classes.
Okay.
It's a hard transition because I mean it's one of those things where like I don't believe in it, but then again I believe in it now because it's helping out people.
Yeah.
Because like if you'd have talked to me 2 years, before the coronavirus, I was like, can you learn karate or MMA through internet? I'm like, no,
Yeah.
stupid. But then I'm starting to see the level of like where people are really grasping and trying. I had that mentality of learning fitness through the internet is dumb because you're not there, and it's not. It's almost like P90X is a perfect example of making it successful from videos, and I was naive and ignorant, but now I believe in it. So that's what we're doing.
I think too, like what you touched on about the unhealthiness that a lot of people, if they don't have somebody there to motivate them, even if they do have a decent understanding of karate, probably going to your classes and seeing it and getting that extra motivation and like touching on technique here and there probably goes a long way.
Right. Yeah, but yeah, I'm trying to, but this is it's easy to be negative, but I am doing my best to be positive with everything going on.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of hoping within a couple months, because I don't think this is going to go away anytime soon. The lifestyle is definitely going to change, and we're going to figure out and adapt to that lifestyle, and hopefully it'd be better. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess the way the world is going to be from now on, as far as like a person that's in the entertainment / fitness field, So, but yeah.
For now, you got to kind of take the best of it and be optimistic and kind of like mold to what opportunities, I guess, kind of like you guys have done.
Yeah, for sure. It's one of those things where you either step up or shut up.
Yeah.
And I was that first week, I think everyone was like, we're all gonna die. Like that first week was like, I'm done. Like I'm gonna be homeless. Like within the next week, I'm done.
Yeah.
And then that first, the second week kicked in, the third week kicked in, and everyone started getting really creative, and people started feeding off each other's creativity. And yeah, man, I think everyone's gonna be okay now. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people struggling too, and it sucks. But I think as a community, I think we're really kind of coming together and helping out people. Not being so like, it's not Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be Walking Dead. Like we're gonna have to get guns and
you're right.
Like, it's gonna be. I think that's what people were expecting, and it's not.
For sure.
Yeah. So.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one that thought that.
Yeah, I think there's no way anyone was sitting at home going, this is all going to be fine. Like,
yeah.
There's that panic kicked in when we were like, everything's getting shut down. We're like, what? Like everything? Like everything. Like, I'll tell you one thing, I learned how to cook. I didn't know how to cook for shit. Like,
really?
Like I knew how to cook. Like I know how to cook, but I don't know how to cook.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, rice, beans, and cereal. It's just eggs. I was like very basic, but like it made you kind of like get your ass up and go. So.
Do you have anything you've kind of developed as a specialty cooking wise? Any dishes you really kind of perfected?
It's gonna sound stupid. It's gonna sound real stupid.
Okay.
I feel like I'm more confident cooking spaghetti.
So do you mean like the noodles or a dish in its entirety?
Yeah. I know how to cook. Dude, I never cooked spaghetti in my life.
Really?
Never.
Okay.
Never. I didn't know how to boil. I know how to boil the water, but I didn't know like how long.
Yeah.
I didn't know what you had to do. No.
I mean, like as simple as it sounds, you can really easily demolish noodles.
Yeah, which I found out the first time I cooked. It's just garbage.
You don't just drop them in for half an hour and say, "Hey, come out."
Yeah. Yeah, it's just one of those things where you kind of learn. And I don't have a house. I live in an apartment, so everything's kind of convenient for me. But I didn't really like. I feel like I could have done more with the time off, but it's like little things. Like I think I deep dived into photoshopping a lot more, just having that time. So, and that was pretty much it. as far as my life. I know a lot of people are a lot more creative than I was, but yeah.
Like, are you doing it to kind of be able to implement things in the future, just get a little more knowledge with regards to it, or?
I guess it's part of being an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I'm pretty sure if you looked at my bank statements, you're like, dude,
Yeah.
you spend way too much money eating out in fast food and like restaurants. Because, dude, I didn't cook. You know, I lived a and I don't know what's gonna be like, but I live a fast-paced life where it's like wake up in the morning, train, eat somewhere, go back out, train, eat, and then my nightlife kicks in. Then I'm doing comedy, and I don't get home till like 2 a.m, and then I rinse and repeat.
Yeah, I think it's tough when you're on a schedule like that, and you know you're all over the place and go. How do you?
Yeah, like I'll slow down, but like if I'm not, I feel like I'm like like a shark. You know what I mean? Like I can't stay still.
Yeah.
Like okay, so I'm not doing comedy. I'm not doing karate or fitness. All right, I got a podcast. All right, no, I'm not doing podcast. All right, I can Photoshop. I'm not doing Photoshop. All right, I can edit. No, I'm not gonna edit. I gotta do something. Like I'm doing something. It's just kind of like, oh, I'm not working on, you know, I'm not writing or I'm not doing something. So I'm always kind of like doing something like that I feel like I'm not wasting my time. So I just feel like people should be like that, where it's like, unless you're a retiree, you know what I mean? Like I just don't see why people are like, I don't have nothing to do. Like, what do you mean? There's plenty to do, man. Go learn something. Go do something. Go. You know, there's a time like you don't know how to speak Spanish. Go learn.
Go do it.
You want to talk to that Portuguese girl? Go learn how to speak Portuguese. You know, like go figure it out. Yeah. So
I think there's something to that, and you know, through all the different hats that you wear, like you obviously have that entrepreneurial spirit, and I think that's one of those differentiators. Like you're looking to better yourself, looking at different things you can implement, and I think, you know, catching that can really go a long way to kind of not necessarily self-help, but things you can do to better yourself, like you said.
Yeah. And it's really easy nowadays. I think it's like, you know, I was born in the 80s, so I consider myself a 90s boy. In, you know, early 2000s, that was like dial-up, you know, like the beginning of,
I remember that.
We didn't have this access. Everything was always like, you got to go to school. You got to pay. And I'll be damned if you can't find anything on the internet or on Google, just like if you want to learn something. I'm pretty sure if you go to school, you know, they teach a little bit here and there, but it is so many outlets and avenues that you can learn and work on something if you want to, you know, as simple as planting flowers. You know, like if you don't know how to do that, there's no reason why you shouldn't learn off the internet.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. There's so many opportunities out there right now.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, but yeah, I mean, this pandemic screwed me, but at the same time, it kind of like restarted me.
Yeah.
So it was like, all right, switch gears. Let's put your focus on something else. And then, I don't know. What do you think? You think this is going to go back to normal?
You know, it's tough to say. I go back and forth, and I've got friends, oh yeah, you know, we're going to be back doing this in a couple of weeks. I don't see things that quickly transitioning back. Like, honestly, I don't want to be like Debbie Downer, but I was talking to a colleague about this the other day, and like, I think more or less what we previously considered our norm, I think we got to say goodbye to that for 2020, honestly. Like, you know, I like to be optimistic, but just I'm trying to be realistic, I feel like. And I'm not saying Yep.
And this is how I feel about 2020. This is how I feel about it.
Yes. I love that. Did you make this?
What's that?
Did you make that?
I wish.
Oh, man. That is a quality shirt. Yes, that is 2020 to me.
Like, as much as I want everything to go back, it is not. Like, comedy is going to be nightmare for, I think this year's done.
Yeah.
Like, these, like, touring comedians and like, you're going to have to get a job, guys.
Yeah.
You're going to have to, like, unless you're on a status like a Russell Peters or a Joe Coy, where these guys are established already, where, you know what I mean? You're good. But if you're an upcoming comedian or just, like, you know, like you're a local comedian, just kind of like, you're done.
Yeah.
You're going home, man. if you don't, guess what? If you don't have a place to stay, you're going back to mom and dad's house, grandma. Pack it up, because the comedy clubs are not gonna hire comedians that can't put butts in seats.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think the clubs will be able to open with that ability. Like they're talking 25%, 50% capacity, and I mean, I don't know their business model. Yeah. I don't think that pays the bills.
And what people have to understand is comedy club, honestly, as much as it's a comedy club, they want to care for the comedy.
Yeah,
it's a restaurant first.
Yeah,
if they can't sell drinks and they can't sell food,
yeah,
they're going under.
Yeah,
they're going under. They're not making sales off tickets. They give tickets out. You can get tickets. They give tickets out. They make sale on the food and alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's like the Improv, the Orlando Improv fills, I think like 320.
Okay.
What's 25% of 320 on an entertainment? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
they're not going to make their quotas that they used to make on a Saturday night because they can only be limited.
Yeah.
And then who's going to go out on a show, sit there with strangers, for 2 hours, because the show is usually about an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Yeah.
With strangers, breathing, coughing, sneezing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's gonna happen.
Yep.
No one's gonna just sit there
no.
You know what I mean? No one's gonna. There's gonna be a laugh and then a cough right after, or a sneeze, or just, so people are gonna be. Everyone's gonna be on edge. I think 2020 is just in the, crap hole pretty much, and hopefully 2021 will be better. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying not to be negative. I really am.
Yeah.
Because a part of me, me, I'm like, I get that like everything's gonna die. Everything, we're all dead. Like I get into that dark, order 666. Like it's just.
It's an easy place to go right now. Yeah.
Yeah, it just sucks, man. It really sucks.
But that's the thing, like you said, I mean, I remember before everything kind of shut down, I don't know about you, but I would be in public and, oh my gosh, somebody even sneezed or coughed, like everyone's turning at them like they are patient one. They're the disease. They're coming out. Like maybe they just have allergies, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good point.
I mean, I don't know, man. I would love to be positive. And I think everyone's a little bit too quick to call it coronavirus when they don't know what it is. So, I mean, it's nothing changed. And you work in the field, you deal with people all the time, and you taking jujitsu, and I mean, you're face to face with people and sweating and fighting.
100%. Yeah.
Just go yes. I think this is more of a open eye awareness of like basic hygiene.
Yeah, I mean, I do think as far as that, I'm sure you've seen this at your comedy nights. I mean, how many guys do we see going to the bathroom that don't even like wash their hands anymore? I mean, it's a pet peeve of mine. I see it regularly. Just disgusting happens like this. Like, it's sad that I think it takes something like this as a reminder. Hey guys, let's wash our hands. Like, like as a healthcare practitioner, it absolutely disgusts me. Like, why can't you take 20 seconds to wash your hands? Nobody wants your junk hands,
Yeah. So there's a comedian here in Orlando, and he has a joke. He has a joke talking about how he watched a guy walk in the bathroom and wash his hands first, and then go use the bathroom. Yeah. And he's like, I just don't have that much respect for my genitalia to do that. I'm just like, I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna wash my hands before and then after. Forget it. Like, I don't have that much respect for it. So, yeah. I don't know, man. We'll see. It's a weird kind of concept too. It's like the restaurants are now like, we are cleaning the restaurant from top to bottom now. Like, what were you doing before?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be doing that. Why are you telling me this? I assumed this was going on way before this virus hit. But Are you telling me every restaurant in the world is like a Chef Ramsay episode of just kitchen nightmares? Like, it's just like, you're telling me, like, it's just like, all right, why is the hell house this dirty? Like, it should be always clean, though. It's just kind of funny. The guidelines are like, this should have always been like this.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever worked in any restaurants?
I worked at Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, my gosh. That must have been
for 6 years, and I was a manager.
Holy crap. I didn't know that.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I'm shocked coronavirus didn't start back in the 90s.
Oh, with the little bin of balls there?
The ball pit, bro.
Yeah.
You know how we cleaned the ball pit? We had a pump, like an insect pump.
Yeah.
We put I don't know, whatever, soap and water and cleaner.
Yeah.
Just done.
Oh, what? That isn't the cure all?
That's it. We didn't get in there. We didn't get in there and spray and look through it. And no way. The little tubes and all that. Like, you're supposed to go up there and clean them.
Yeah.
Dude, we'll go up there and we'll sit there for like 30 minutes of our shift.
Yeah.
Like, you cleaned them? Like, yeah, we cleaned it. And we come back down. No one cleaned it. Like, no one cleaned it because it's just like, oh, I don't care. Like, we didn't care. Like, it's just like, you know what I mean? It was just a dirty place. You know? So I was shocked.
Think about how rampant that is, though, at many other establishments, you know?
Oh, I can't imagine.
You know, I'm sure it's not just there. Like, I'm sure it's, a number of places.
I mean, there's a reason why CC's Pizza is $5 to eat. All you can eat. Like, there's, like, you know what you're getting yourself into. Like, it's, you might eat something that's not supposed to be eaten. Like, get ready, because you're going to be hurting afterwards. So get ready. If you have a bad immune system, do not eat here. That should be the guidelines. Like Taco Bell, like, you know what you're eating.
Kind of like cigarettes. Yeah, just put a little disclaimer out there.
It should be a disclaimer.
You can do this, but just know what's going to happen afterwards.
Just know you're not having a full night of fun. Like, you have a window. I'm giving you about 2 hours, maybe an hour. Find yourself somewhere, because that 2 hour window is gonna be bad. You're not gonna be with your friends. So, it's just so weird how, like, everything's like, remind you to clean up. Like,
we just start this?
Yeah, we just start. Why are we starting this now? This should have been like consistent. Yeah,
be a little more beforehand.
So
do you have, as far as comedy, you've got like an Instagram that people can find you on that, right?
I do have all the social media stuff.
Yeah.
You know, is this where I'm supposed to plug?
Yeah. Let's go for it. You can put it on the video or, comment on it afterwards if you want to, but
that's cool.
I think people should check you out.
Yeah, if you want to check me out, at Instagram, it's Kermit L. Gonzalez.
Okay.
And then YouTube, just type in my name, Kermit Gonzalez, or you can put Stand Up Kermit, and I have all my YouTube videos up there and all my edits. And then I'm on Facebook, as always, and same thing, Stand Up Kermit, and I'm there too, and I keep that daily. I keep that's the thing, I just kind of can put content out and try to get people to laugh and just get their minds off all this headache. And so
I think we need a lot of that right now. A lot more laughter.
Yeah. But, there's nothing like doing it live comedy and then doing. It's a great avenue. Like we said in the beginning, it's a good way to branch out and get new viewers and likes, and not likes, but a good new audience to get into the stuff that you're into, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because comedy's subjective, So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any big influences or style-wise people that you'd say you kind of lean towards as far as comedy? Like any comedians you're like, hey, this guy or this lady really kind of I really vibe with their style, or?
I mean, we can sit here and go back and forth on comedians I look up to and love. The one that popped in my head is the only reason I say this is because he's the one that kind of wanted me to become a comedian as a Hispanic.
Mm-hmm.
I was introduced to comedy late. I knew of Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor and all that, but I was never watching it. You know what I'm saying? I was whatever. And then my father came home with a DVD of George Lopez titled "Why Are You Crying?" And when I watched that and I saw his reaction of like how like happy he was, you know, like he was just laughing and like he was just like so into it. We're both just like laughing our heads off. That's what made me go, I want to do what he does. So then that's when I in the beginning when I started super late in the comedy game. Like I'm in my 30s. I should have been like doing this when I was 18. You know, I thought you had to be famous to become a comedian. I was like, you don't have a movie, you loser. Like I just like what are you doing trying to do comedy? Like I didn't get that. Like I didn't know that most movie actors and actresses are starting comedy and then transition to become, you know, great stand-up or great stand-up. So I mean, I didn't know that. I thought you had to be famous. So I didn't know like an average Joe Schmo can become a comedian. And then Orlando's got great talent. I mean, one example, I mean, not the name drop, but it's Preacher Lawson. Preacher Lawson is like the staple of Orlando as far as a comedian. He went on America's Got Talent, got 5th or 6th place, but still in our level, he still won. Got invited back, got a British Got Talent, bunch of shows, bunch of, you know, offers, and he's living it. And there's quite other few comedians that are making headlines now with viral videos. There's a guy named Chris, his comedian. He just did a video. He did a music parody with Snoop Dogg.
Wow.
Snoop Dogg retweeted it, and now this guy's on the news, and like he's just getting, and he's just going crazy.
Yeah.
So I mean, and there's a lot of other comedians. I'm not gonna sit here and go to that list, but yeah, as far as influence goes, I mean, George Lopez would be my one, and then I can just go on and on and on about, you know, the greats.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, man.
All right, so YouTube, Kermit Gonzalez, stand up. What was the Instagram again? Stand up.
The Instagram's Kermit L. Gonzalez.
Okay, Kermit L. Gonzalez.
And then YouTube, you know, honestly, it's so easy. Just type in Kermit Gonzalez and I'll pop up.
Okay.
Because I'm not cocky. Not cocky at all. But yeah, if you really want to see stuff, yeah, you know, I got comedy roasts up there, and you know, not roasting, but like sharing the stage with like very famous comedians like Tommy Davidson and, you know, nice. Russell Peters and stuff like that. So yeah.
And then for the karate studio, it's Winter Garden Karate, right?
Yeah, if you want to check out my martial arts, it's wintergardenkarate.com. And that's pretty much all the platforms there, wintergardenkarate.com or Winter Garden Karate. And then, of course, Fusion. I work with Fusion and Fusion XL. So
awesome.
And that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Jack of all trades, like I said.
I try. I tell you, man, I just want to do jobs that are stupid. Just jobs are just like, I can't believe you get paid for this. Like, I can't believe it either.
But I mean, I don't think it really makes it work at that point, you know?
What do you mean?
I mean, obviously it is work. You've got that commitment and everything, but I mean, you're clearly having fun when in normal times. So, yeah. I mean, that, you know, I think makes it a little bit easier than some people that just wake up every day like, oh, I got to do this again.
Yeah, like I'm doing something that I like. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want, you know, I did all the crappy jobs. You know, I cut grass and I worked for like a lawn company, and I did retail with, you know, in restaurants, Chuck E. Cheese. Then I did Best Buy, and I hated it. I was just garbage. Like I don't want to do this anymore. I don't care. I have no like drive, and then I just kind of did my own thing.
Awesome. Well, yeah, man. Thank you so much. I had a ton of laughs doing this today. Really.
Yeah, man. Thanks for inviting me.
Doing this? Yeah, you're welcome. And thank you, everybody, for checking this out. Feel free to drop us some comments and definitely subscribe.
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot for having me.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, guys. See ya.
Bye-bye.